In this piece, we're going to spice things up by categorizing the top 10 frequently discussed self-improvement habits on a tier list. This is entirely subjective. What revolutionized my life might not necessarily do the same for you and vice versa. You might prefer certain practices more than I do, and they could be more beneficial for you. That's completely fine. The main objective of this piece is to entertain, but hopefully by the end, you'll have a couple of habits that you may want to try and evaluate for yourself. Let's dive right in. For added flair, we've incorporated a second camera angle in this video. We'll kick off with vision boards. If you're not familiar, vision boards are visual depictions of your objectives and aspirations for your future. I personally still use vision boards and find them incredibly useful, especially if you're new to this concept. Where do we place vision boards? We're assigning it to the C tier. Why isn't it ranked higher? It's simple. People often get hyped about creating a vision board, but it ends up gathering dust in the closet. Moreover, vision boards typically represent material success, making it difficult to visually represent emotions, relationships, and other non-material aspects that truly matter. However, it's still a worthwhile tool to try if you haven't already. Next, we're discussing breath work. Don't panic, it involves a series of guided inhales and exhales totaling about 30 breaths. You can find guided videos on this channel or other notable ones on YouTube, like Wim Hof, who is renowned for his method of breath work. We're placing breath work in the B tier. It's a phenomenal self-improvement practice that I still engage in a few times a week consistently since discovering it 2 years ago. The initial experience left me in awe, and I couldn't believe we possessed the ability to feel invigorated within a few minutes. It's not on the top tier simply because the benefits can be fleeting. Although there are some long-term ones, you're typically left feeling calm for about 3 to 10 minutes post-practice. Despite this, it's a wonderful tool to utilize, and if you haven't given it a try, I highly recommend checking out Wim Hof's guided breathing exercise video or one of ours on the channel. Moving on, let's talk about journaling. There's a common misconception that journaling is equivalent to keeping a diary, leading to some resistance. In reality, journaling is an avenue for applying and reflecting on things at a slower pace and provides space to observe your thoughts. Many of the introspective benefits you get from coaching and therapy can be accessed through journaling, making it highly effective. So, where does journaling fall on our list? It lands firmly in the A tier. It's a habit that may be challenging to develop and maintain, but the benefits are substantial if you can commit to it. Now, we're on to exercise, the gym, or working out. I recently polled our YouTube community on the #1 self-improvement habit, and many of you listed exercise as your top choice. I wholeheartedly agree, we're giving it the S tier. It's transformative not only because you physically look better but also because it teaches crucial life skills like consistency, perseverance, and resilience, which can be applied to other areas of life. Keep in mind, physical activity isn't restricted to bodybuilding aesthetics. You can derive immense benefits from something as simple as a walk, making exercise a definite game changer. Next, we're looking at meditation. It's often said that meditation is to your mind what running is to your heart health. Many associate meditation with Buddhism, but interestingly, various types of meditation exist, secular ones included. After trying several forms over the past couple of years, I've grown fonder of the practice. However, it's one of those habits where the benefits aren't as immediately visible. Therefore, we're putting meditation in the A tier. Although it's not as instantly gratifying as exercise or some of the other habits on this list, its long-term benefits on mental clarity and stress reduction are well documented and profound. Moving along, let's discuss reading. We've all heard the phrase, leaders are readers, and there's some truth to that. Books offer a wealth of knowledge, wisdom, and insight. This habit can significantly expand your mental horizons, improve empathy through understanding different perspectives, and serve as a springboard for ideas. I'm placing reading in the S tier. It's a practice I've adhered to daily for the past couple of years, and the impact on my overall thinking and understanding has been enormous. Next up is digital detox or screen time reduction. With the ever-increasing digitalization of our lives, it's more critical than ever to unplug occasionally. We're rating this one in the B tier. While it's beneficial, it can be tough to implement, especially with work or school demands. Yet, it's a worthwhile endeavor that could improve your sleep, focus, and overall mental health. The next habit is meal prep or mindful eating. This one's significant because it directly impacts our energy levels, cognition, and overall health. I've got to admit, I've been doing this for the last few years, and the impact on my physical health and energy levels is unmistakable. So, we're placing this in the A tier. While it requires some time and effort, the benefits in terms of health and save time throughout the week are certainly worth it. Now, we're on to waking up early. Often touted as a hallmark of success by various self-improvement gurus, the practice has both fans and critics. While it's not a silver bullet for success, waking up early can offer more quiet, undisturbed time for focused work or self-care practices. Yet, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution and may not suit everyone, especially night owls. Thus, it earns a B tier rating. It's a potentially helpful habit, but it's essential to recognize individual differences in sleep patterns and chronotypes. Finally, we come to lifelong learning, the habit of continually updating your knowledge and skills. In an ever-changing world, this practice is invaluable and goes hand in hand with reading. Lifelong learning could be anything from attending webinars, enrolling in online courses, or learning new skills like coding or a new language. This habit is an S tier for me. It fosters a growth mindset, keeps your brain sharp, and makes you more adaptable in personal and professional settings. Remember, this list is by no means exhaustive and is meant to provoke thought and perhaps encourage you to try some new habits. Every person is different, so your own self-improvement tier list might look very different. The key is to experiment and find what works best for you in your journey to becoming a better version of yourself. In conclusion, remember that these habits are merely tools to assist you on your journey of self-improvement. The most important thing is to find what resonates with you and makes a real difference in your life. Stay curious, keep experimenting, and remember, growth is a process, not a destination. Before we go, if you found this information helpful or enlightening, please be sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe to the Fact File channel. We're constantly exploring new topics and bringing you fascinating facts every day. So hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out. As always, thank you for being part of the Fact File community, and until our next journey through knowledge, keep learning, keep improving, and keep striving for the best version of yourself. Until next time.